What's good, yo? Welcome back to a brand new Comic Critics issue number 4 of the Boy Wonder, ladies and gentlemen. You guys, and of course, you guys know what time it is. Gotta switch to the Batman. Alright, man. So let's just jump right in and see what we got, man. Alright, the Boy Wonder credits. DC versus Vampires World War V. Matthew Rosenberg is writing this. It's an Elseworld story. Who's the Robin in this one? Is that supposed to be like Jason or is that Tim Drake? Looks interesting, I will say that much. Alright, Gotham City. A remorseful bank robber and his friendly hostage are discussing life choices and forgiveness. So it's not that I dislike it as a fashion statement, but could you thank you. Sub Joe? Sub Meryl? Wait, is that her? Yeah, Merle. Yeah, Meryl. So I guess this isn't...
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Shut up, Siri! Don't have Siri activated. Where the fuck was I? Meryl. What? Nah, it's just... You remind me of my kid. Well, don't know if I can still call myself her dad after I left and did this. Even if you stop parenting, I don't know if you can stop being a parent. Let me guess. New story? You catch on quick. Once upon a time. So I guess there's a new Robin after Damian, and this is the new... Is this Meryl's supposed to be a fill-in for Carly? Was it Carly Cooper? Was the Robin in The Dark Knight Returns? I don't know if that's her name or not. There was a young princess shut off from the world. She lived hidden away under mountains, surrounded by warriors and magical creatures who swore loyalty to her father, the Demon King, who had been alive for centuries, Ra's al Ghul. She was merely 5 when her father showed her what had happened to the Dryad, if I'm saying that right, who had been her caretaker since birth. She gone back to the jungle she hailed from. The men cut her, cut her down, along with all the trees. This was what humans do, said the Demon King. If we want to protect the earth, her and her children, we must renounce and erase all mankind. She definitely ain't looking so hot. Deeply believing her father's cause, she gave herself entirely to her training. She wanted nothing more than to help in his quest. Nothing more except maybe for him to love her for it, and to consider making a woman his heir. Next page. On her 16th birthday, a visitor to her father's court gifted her a prophecy. He said that thy life shall be as the cup and go through 3 trials. One will shake it, one will dent it, and one will mend it. And it matters not what happens to me, she said. As long as my father's cause prevails, I shall devote myself to him. Thus she unknowingly went through the first trial, and shaken her life to his, and shackled his life to her life to his. Jesus, I can't read. Knowing full well she'd always be a head and never the head. Next page. I guess this is how Talia and Bruce meant. Damn, Ross was looking in on them the whole time, bro. What is this, Baki? He was keeping tabs. I was like, yes, eat her. While Damien was being born. So imagine how happy she was when she met him. A warrior so strong, cunning, and brave. He'd be the perfect heir to her father's empire. An honorable mind that she couldn't help but love. Even her father respected him, but he was a champion of men, the very species she disowned and vowed to destroy. So naturally, they went from foes to lovers. A short-lived union ensued, ensued, but at the behest of her father. But when the champion was offered the throne to the demon king, the cleanse to cleanse the world with her, he refused. Worse, he vowed to stop them, and thus she went through her second trial. But all was not lost, you see, for their union spawned a son, a bizarre soul, Jesus, and a boy, the heir her father had been patiently waiting for impatiently. She could finally fulfill his dreams and ensure the longevity of their fight. Though a son she raised, and dotted on diligence. Next page. For years she molded him into the heir she'd never been allowed to become, and showed him with all her love and affection. She too placed great hope in the boy. But she felt it brewing. The cup of the Daijin prophesied felt hollower every year. But why? Shouldn't she be fulfilled? Or should she? Spent her entire life fulfilling the designs of another. The designs of another. She was so young when she met the champion. When she had her son, did she want all these things, or did she want them? To please an increasingly cruel father. How to even be sure? How to know what you truly seek and what you feel, and weight because it was forced on you. She had to start over, rebuild from the beginning. So she sent her son away to live with his father, thinking at least he'd be safe, even if it tore her heart out. And she came back to her father's court, ready to take hold of the cause she so believed in, for focusing on the only thing she knew she had no doubts about. Her father had used his Lazarus Pit's pools of magic water to keep himself alive for centuries, but that sea slowly stopped affecting his body, and now affected his mind. He was aging. Then they needed an heir the need for an heir was pressing. It would be her. She had let the cup shackled and denied and dented by others. She mended it herself, eventually. Next page. But not even a year later, her son had come back, lured by her father's schemes. The boy was now at his mercy, ready to receive the punishment one gets when they fail the demon's head. She sent her son now away because she no longer knew how he would fit into her life, and that choice might have endangered him even more, unless. Next page. Pick it up. Or do you fear blades now too? I don't want to kill anymore. Next page. Kill? You presume you have the ability to even scratch me. The sword is not to chop my head off. It is to prove your skill. It is to prove you still have the skill. You still have the will to keep yours. Unless you're ready to die honorably. Huh? All right, Damien, let's go. Ah, there it is. The demon I raise. Grandfather, I really don't want any of this. Next page. Oh, so that's what Talia looks like. Mother, please. My heart. Bitch. Looks away. We gave you strength, and we gave you strength, education, a cause enough to have you take after me as the head of the demons. We all here are dedicated to the new, better world, free of the corruption and oppression of those who pillage both its resources and the lives of the weak. And yet your mother sent you to your traitor of a father, a man who elected to use his gift to maintain the very status quo we aim to eradicate. Not only that, I hear you wash your hands of all we taught you to a sponge, to a, s- to a, to espouse, whatever. The ideas of the status quo yourself. To say I'm disappointed would be an understatement. As Roz looks like an actual demon. Almost thrown off the cliff. I'm getting wary, grandson. I place great expectations on you, but here you are betraying them, tossing them away for the comforts of a silk pillow and the empty words of a capitalist dog. But there is still some use for you. The second option, should you disappoint. Next page. The is that a K or a B? I can't really tell. The Rob, I don't know if you're saying it right. Bird sent me enough bodies to fuel my Lazarus pit, and the spell to put my soul into your body. Soon I will continue my great work in a new, youthful shell that'll last me several more centuries. What? That's not silence! Silence, Talia. Father, that wasn't the plan. You always said not to put one's individual self at the center of things. Next page. Oh. Ugh. And how do you intend to go on fighting without me? No, we invested too much into this boy to let him go to waste. It's time, child. Why don't you finally give your life its purpose? I'd rather die. Yeah, Damien just let's go. Fetch him. Under his mother's eye, he performed a feat of great bravery, facing the scariest entity he knew. He was now entering the dark, not knowing that soon he too would go through his own trials. Next page. Come on. There we go. Damien! Next page. Wake up, kid. We gotta talk. But first, looks like they found you. Next page. I guess the League of Shell. The way this is paneled is really nice. I really like the way this is paneled. Honestly, the artwork in this entire series has been fantastic. Your mind is so much more open here. I can see it all. The memories of an angry little boy. Poor kid who just wanted to be good enough for his mommy to love him. But she was always slaving away for that demon under his boot. If I could save her from all of this, we'd be free. Really, silly kid? Next page. All this for her to end up leaving you with a daddy you wanted to impress, so he wouldn't ditch you too. But you only disappointed him even more. Ugh. You're on your own. Mother, on your feet, child. Next page. There's the League of Shadows. Treacherous wretch, you betrayed the Master's cause. He betrayed it first. Yeah! Did Damien finish him? Next page. Looks like he did. Old habits die hard. No, I don't want to kill anymore. Mother? You don't kill no more? Ha ha ha. Next page. You think you can cleanse up your soul? Remember him? Remember what you did? When? Master Damien. The old pal you had was your own nanny, and you let him take the fall for you when you broke your grandfather's most precious vase. All because you didn't want Mama to stop loving you. Over a vase. Poor guy got his soul trapped down here forever. I'm so happy to see you again. I knew you'd be okay. You don't hate me for being the reason you're here? Nonsense. He's here as a consequence of his own inadequacy. The demon had expected excellence, and he couldn't live up to it. I asked for this penance. I couldn't let him hurt you again. I trusted that someday you'd find a way out of this horrible life. It was my duty to protect you. You see, he knew the rules and understood. You're worth more than Mother, please. Grandfather's rules have done enough damage. Next page. Got his own flair. Years ago, I cowered behind you, and it cost you your freedom. And I listened to those telling me it was my right to do so. I let them convince me that my most reliable friend deserved it. I was too weak to prevent your pain, but today I can put an end to it. I pray you find peace. Good luck. Thank you, Wen. Next page. A horrible life? Really? Is that what you did? Was that why you did this? Who the hell are you? Damien, who is this? That's the man I killed in Gotham. Next page. Was he really that big? I don't think he was that big. Nice princely little boy, prancing around and chopping heads off. He ruined lives then. He goes back to his manor and tells himself whatever he needs to so he'll sleep okay. Tally just gets bitch slapped. I didn't have a choice. It's how I was taught. My mother, please. My heart. She didn't hold the sword that did this to me, but that doesn't matter, does it? I'm just a nobody to you, huh? Do you even know who I am? Do you even care? Do you even know my name? Did you ever say your name to him before you chopped your head off, bruh? Just saying. Slash, I don't know how the fuck you say that. Slash Smith, 47 years old, father of 2, unemployed social worker. Oh. He loves Saturn chocolate bars, and wanted to get out of poverty to provide a home for his children and own Danish hound. Danish hound, is that like a dog or something? Hold on. To Google with the. Hold on one sec, guys. I need to Google this. I don't even know what the hell Damien's talking about here. Let's see. CH. Okay, yeah, it is a dog. I think are these the wiener dogs? Yeah, wiener dogs. Why the fuck couldn't you just say that, Damien? I research you. I think about it every day. I regret it every day. Bit late for that now, kid. You know what I want? Blood for blood. Head for a head. Is Damien actually gonna chop his own head off? Our job is to help them get back. You haven't been around. You haven't been abandoned. You preserve even when it's hard. You persevere when it's hard. No. I'm sorry, Silas. I really am. But I can't do that. Next page. The Robins and Batgirl. I've got siblings who care about me, and I haven't been able to show them I care too. People good and true who do what's right. I don't know if I deserve to be among them, but I want to try. I've regretted being the son of the demon head so badly. All I wanted was to be the son of the bat to make up for it. But the bat has his limits, and I am the son of a demon too, and I can redefine what both ideals mean. Fine. Those are the people up there that my grandfather has designs on. If I don't help them, who will? I can't ask for forgiveness from what I did to you to your kids, but you care about people. I want the chance to do the same. Please give me the chance, please. Or is it please and fine? The way it kind of read was kind of read. Fine, I will be watching. Okay, yeah, it sounds true. You left me. I'm here now. Not the point. You sound a lot like your father. It was bound to happen when you gave me up to him. I wish I could make you understand. Next page. There we go. I didn't tell you this story so you could judge her. Let's just go. She was making her way through the world the best she could, just like us all, hoping that someday she'd know how to tell him what she went through, and he'd be able to hear her. Watching him, she remembered the child. No, the tool she was told to mold for her own family's ends. In spite of that, he was now taking her teachings, finding his own way, and she felt something she thought maybe she didn't deserve to feel: pride, and the comfort of knowing that even if, at least for now, she had forfeited her right to watch over him. On his own, he'd forged a bond with another family, one she knew to call right away to do what she could. She knew to call right away to do what she doubted she still had the ability to. Next page. The Bat Family, let's go! To remind him he deserves to feel proud too. Next, the Demon versus the Bat. So it looks like we still got one more issue of this run before it's all wrapped up. Okay. Alright, another fantastic issue, man. This issue was, let's see. Why don't you finally give your life its purpose? The young pro. Wait, is this the end, or is there still going to be one more? Okay. Well, let me just check real quick. Is this the final issue, or is there still one more that's still going to be releasing? Let's see. Yeah, one more issue, and then that'll be the end of this run. All right, man. This was a fantastic. This was easily the best issue of the series so far. And I probably will. I mean, depending on how issue 5 turns out. But yeah, man, this was a masterful issue, man. Just an absolute masterpiece, in my personal opinion. But yeah, man. Anyway, guys, this is the video off. Overall, I give this issue a 10 out of fucking 10, ladies and gentlemen. As always, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on social if you feel like it. Links to subscribe in the description box below. And as always, back for more. See you guys next time.